Okay, in this video we're going to talk about powers and exponents. Okay, in this video we're going to talk about powers and exponents. Basically, they are the same thing, okay? Powers and exponents, I can use both terms, and they mean the exact same thing, okay? So if we're looking at this number right here, okay, I can say that it is 4 to the power of 3, or I can say it's 4 with an exponent of 3. Okay, so this number right here, this 3, the little number up at the top right, okay, is going to be the exponent. The big number, okay, the first big number is our base. Okay, so if I'm talking about the base, you know I'm talking about the bigger number. Okay, and then there's going to be a small number to the top right if I'm talking about the power or the exponent. Okay, so the exponent tells you how many of the base number you can multiply together. Okay, so this means if you had, like if we're looking at this number here, okay, that means that we have 3 4s. Okay, in other words, we're going to multiply 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, and I've kind of written this here, and you're also going to learn something new here. I have 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, this dot here, okay, we can use a dot instead of a multiplication sign, so that still means multiplication. Okay, so just to learn something new here, if you guys see a dot, you guys can start writing problems like this if you want to. Okay, you can use a dot instead of a multiplication problem, and you guys are going to find out a couple more things that actually mean multiplication as well. But getting back to the powers, okay, so the 4, what you guys are going to do to work this out, if you have 4 to the power of 3, you're going to take 4 times 4 times 4, okay, and that's going to be the same thing as 4 to the power of 3, like that. Or if we multiply them all out, we're going to get 64. Okay. Some terms to know when dealing with powers and exponents. The term squared. Okay, if you guys hear that, I could say 4 squared, and that would mean it's going to have an exponent of 2. Okay, so some examples here are 3 squared. Okay, I could say 12 squared, 5 squared. All of them are going to have an exponent of 2. That's what squared means. It has an exponent of 2. Cubed. Okay, cubed means that it has an exponent of 3. Okay, so the exponent is going to be 3. So I could say 2 cubed, like this one here, or I could say 6 cubed, or 7 cubed, or 243 cubed, or whatever number you want to say. Okay, so know these terms because I'm going to use those. You need to know what they are: squared and cubed. Squared is the power of 2, cubed is the power of 3. A couple other things to know when dealing with powers and exponents. Any power of 1, okay, so any power of 1 equals the base. So here's some examples here. So 7 to the power of 1, okay, is going to equal 7. 12 to the power of 1 is going to equal 12. 45 to the power of 1 is going to equal 45. Okay, 2,000 to the power of 1 is going to equal 2,000. Okay, another thing that you need to know is any power of 0, okay, equals 1. It's always going to equal 1. So some examples: 5 to the power of 0, okay, is 1. 40 to the power of 0 is 1. 243 to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, 2,563,189 to the power of 0, okay, is going to equal 1. Okay, any number to the power of 0 is equal to 1. All right, so let's look at a couple problems. If you guys get these, okay, and how you're going to work these out. Okay, if you get 2 to the power of 3, that's the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2, right? So 2 times itself 3 times. Okay, if we did 2 times 2, we get 4. And then we got this one other 2 right here. Okay, so we're going to multiply it times 2. Again, we get 8. Okay, so this equals 8. Okay, the next one, 3 to the power of 2, or 3 squared. Okay, we could say it's 3 squared there, is going to be like 3 times 3. Okay, that again, that exponent tells you how many times you're going to multiply the base times itself. So 3 times 3, okay, obviously that's going to be 9. 2 to the power of 5, or okay, is going to be same thing as 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, we're going to have 5 2's. Okay, times 2. And we're going to work that out. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. Times 2 again. Okay, is going to be 8. Times 2 again. Okay, it's going to be 16. Times 2 again. So move that down. Times 2 again. Okay, is going to be 32. Okay, so basically 2 to the 5th power is going to be 32. 3, we can look again at this one. 3 squared is going to equal 9. Okay, 2 cubed is going to be 8, or 2 to the power of 3. All right, and so it's fairly easy, but that's powers and exponents.